Yo, so as much as I like Sniper Aya, there's a reason Pistol Aya is the more popular choice. She's really good as a glass cannon, and Pistol Aya is exactly that for the most part. The build I'm using is one of the ones that the game recommends, so I don't have to think too hard about it. I'm playing with the same people as my last video, who are playing Alex and Lara this time. I have no idea what Lara does, but Alex is a really good initiator, so this team comp sounds very favorable for me. Not that I really know what a good team comp is, at least right now. As per my last two videos, which if you end up liking this one, I ask you watch those two. This will be a full gameplay with my commentary every now and then to analyze my own gameplay and to voice out what I was thinking in those moments. Hopefully this is either educational, or if one of you see a flaw in my thought process, go ahead and put it in the comments. Let there be glory to the pawns who reach the end of despair.
The experiment will now begin.
I think it's funny that this build is something you'd probably see 2 years ago. These items are pretty much in line with what I used to build. It's always nice to have a fast first area.
Wow, this thing goes far. I'll just think of this as a souvenir. Drop your weapon.
Whoops, I didn't mean to hit you. You'd probably body me in this state anyways. I can't click the second chicken, this is so annoying.
I don't think I'm proud of this one. Hey,
The biggest reason people play Pistol Aya is that you have so much more movement speed. And you're pretty slippery with this build, so the lack of meaningful defense is kind of non-existent.
quality present. I don't think I'm proud of this one. Is praying different than wishing? It's like a treasure hunt. These aren't Flintstones, are they? I don't want to go home yet. I don't think I'm proud of this one. I should take a picture of this. This could make a quality present. Is there anything I need? I don't think I'm proud of this one. So dizzy. There must be a boat around here. Hey, it's pretty good. Do you think I should get my initials engraved on this?
And that's my base build done. Time to move on to making my way towards the maximized build.
The survivor returned to the experiment.
The machines are all rusty. I wonder if I can find firecrackers. Not so fast.
The survivor has returned to the experiment. A subject
Normally I'd let you live, but you're playing Assault Rifle Aya. My ENAD trauma hasn't subsided. For those who don't know, ENAD stands for Extra Normal Attack Damage, which a long time ago was a plague that made Assault Rifle ISO so good.
Terminated.
I was gonna teleport to help out Lara, but she's been getting bodied so often and I got scared, so I teleported to hospital instead.
Always know where the closest hospital is.
At least she got out alive.
I can't believe this is happening. It's chilly here. Let's go somewhere else.
This poor Aya just so happened to run into us again. It is what it is, you know? It's about sending a message. Breakfast toast is such an easy food to make. You just sit near your campfire, toast the bread that you got in the beginning, and any other bread you happen to pick up, and slap the meat that you get from farming animals onto it, which you should be doing. Farming animals is just too good.
Everyone can enjoy themselves, at least for today. It's so sparkly. I can't take my eyes off of it. I don't want to be here for too long. I can't believe this
A
is
survivor has returned to the experiment.
This feels like a winner. Is praying different? We should get these feral animals under control before it's too late. Is there anything I need?
Warehouse is a new battle zone, which is a concept that is new to me. Basically, if you're the last team in the area when the battle zone activates, you get one free item. And if there's another team, you have to fight them.
Did everyone take off for the festival? I wonder if I can find one. It's not safe with these wild animals around.
My teammates are fighting, but I'm still here just making stuff, cause I just want my full build. I mean, come on.
Become the last player standing in the battle zone.
The fight is lasting long enough for me to join in, so let's go. We really just won that, but it was a 3v2, so if we lost, that'd be really bad.
As dazzling as a star in the sky. Is there anything I need? There must be a boat around here.
Let me slow down for a bit.
Why is every door left open?
Now we want to make our way upwards towards the Alphen Cemetery.
These candles make the place feel warm.
Time to waste.
Trust me. Here comes the
Subject has been terminated.
I got really scared when I bumped into the Estelle there. I shotgunned my W immediately, but my ult turned the fight around perfectly. I assumed she would back off after I shotgunned my W, but then she kept pushing and her teammates kept pushing as well. I go into the bush for a little bit to stall for my teammate. I see the Haze at like 0 HP, so she's my new target. Thankfully I get all three of them and I go straight for the Haze. She somehow gets this really huge shield, so I just don't poke her. Since W is my main source of damage, that shield is so big I can't do any meaningful damage, which is why I back off for the most part. It's time to get ready to fight the alpha. Gotta clear the area first because it spawned in a corner and it would be really difficult to fight with our backs to the wall.
Somewhere else.
Whoa, that's a lot of people around us.
Rapid reconstruction is no longer available. Test subjects can no longer
We
be
decide to move
revived.
upwards because we just remember that there's a jump pad that goes to pawn. In the case that we need to move, we just
I don't
jump.
wanna be here for too long.
But we wait because we haven't seen that much movement, meaning it's possible we are in the clear. Looks like everyone actually dipped, so we have free reigns for taking down Alpha, I guess. And that mithril is mine. Nobody else needed it, so this is huge for me.
It's so sparkly. I can't take my eyes off of it.
There's people at the buy station and we want blood.
Make the place feel warm.
Subject has been terminated.
That was almost super scary for me. If they had more CC, I would have been so dead immediately. Unfortunately, the Luke does get away, meaning they're gonna come back soon, but that was still a really one-sided fight. At the start of the fight, I went against my own rule of thumb, and I started shooting diagonally. I could have dashed so that I could get parallel to the wall quicker, but I was scared that the Luke would just run away a lot sooner than that. I used my dash instead to try and catch him in my ult. What I wasn't expecting was the Rio to be there. Surprisingly enough, the Rio does not do that much damage to me. Suwa diving me was the main reason I kept running away. If she had caught me, they would have done so much more damage to me and probably killed me immediately. But thankfully, because of that, Suwa is in a really bad position and just made it easy for us to wipe them out. I have my full power now. It's time to shred people.
I'll make this right for you.
Can you
Drop anything.
want it, yeah? A new area has been restricted. I'm getting too
Omega spawned. Time to make our way over there.
I can't believe this is happening. These candles make the place feel warm.
I do spot someone in the corner of the area, so we want to make sure that we don't get jumped while fighting the Omega. We don't see them anymore, so let's start this.
The machines are all rusty.
There's a Nikki and Lennox up there. I'd prefer if they run into us rather than run into them, because a surprise ult from me will give us an upper hand.
I'm getting too excited. Let me slow down for a bit.
Gotta be careful to not drop anything.
We move towards the center because we expect they will go for the cameras.
I think the fireworks are made here.
A new area has been restricted.
Lennox being able to teleport was insane, especially since the dog tanked some of the shots there that were supposed to go to her.
Is there anything I need?
I'll follow.
I think the fireworks
Well,
are made
factory's about to close, so we should just leave.
No escape.
These candles make the place feel warm. It's like a treasure hunt.
Prepare yourself.
No sharp objects in the
That fight was insane. The Nikki was very nice to walk in a straight line for me. Kathy then rooted us while the Elena came in from flank. And still not knowing what Elena can do, I immediately ult. I moved backwards to get a safer position, but my teammates kept going forward. Them being grouped up was very nice for us. And thankfully I got my W back so I can clean it up.
Is praying different than
So I've never turned the summoner spell, well I don't know what they're called, to level 3 because 100 credits is a lot of money. But I did have a stupid amount of money right now, so why not try it out? Even though it doesn't really help me in the long run. At least I don't think so.
I can't believe this is happening.
There's no way that happened to us again.
You never know where you might run into danger. Is it true that they set off
Target
fireworks?
Hit it. Try and find me.
The Leon ends up getting away so we can just focus on getting the wick line.
Drop your weapon, now!
A new area has been restricted.
Careful to not drop anything. Is praying different than wishing?
I'm getting too excited. Let me slow down for a bit.
Good condition is required. No escape.
We finally end up getting the Lennox that evaded us twice already. Vanya was pretty much half health, and at the time I didn't know which ice girl it was, so I didn't want her to get away. I still had some shots left, so I went over to the Lennox. I wanted to separate the Lennox and the rest of the team, so I tried to get in front of her and ult, so she's feared away from the rest of her team. The Debbie and Marlene dash back in to try and interrupt me, but it's too late. They end up getting caught in all of our AoE damage. The rest of the fight is just following them until we can catch up. And then the Lennox from before actually tries to fight us. Actually unheard of behavior.
Time to
Smells make the place feel warm.
Search for the street. Time out.
Be careful, or you'll light the whole place on fire. Wait for me.
The temporary safe zone will be designated soon.
How is the Sua so fast?
A survivor has successfully escaped. Remaining survivor count has been adjusted.
Well, all we gotta do is stay in the safe zone, I guess. We pretty much already won here.
Is praying different than wishing? Stories? Objects at the festival.
A subject
And that's it.
terminated. Ally killing spree.
Of course I can't watch the victory scene in peace either. The game really just doesn't like when I win, I guess. Every fight in this game was so extremely one-sided that there's not much for me to say about any of them. It was rough that Lara kept dying at the beginning of the game, but mid and end game we came out on top pretty much every time, with very little resistance. If you would like to see how I explain fights step by step, watch my previous video. I feel I do a really good job of explaining my thought process in fights way better there. Alright, that's it.